With me are two amazing women, because you are so fortunate to be receiving a tutorial on getting your business off the ground. Getting your business off the ground and making sure that you have the tools necessary, that you are armed to succeed, to get the funding, not just to start your business, but to grow and to have it flourish. Marianne Nyagi, you're telling me about GWC.
Yes.
Global Women Connections.
Yes.
What are some of the frequently asked questions of you by women hoping to be successful as entrepreneurs?
I think for me, the biggest question has been, how do I get money?
Yes.
How do I access money? How do I grow my business? So, do you want me to respond to that as well?
Definitely.
Yes. So, our advice normally is to just get from the basics, do it right.
Mm-hmm.
When you're registering your business, make sure it's registered properly. All your documents are correct,
mm-hmm.
and then make sure that you start building up a banking history, because that is what makes you bankable and fundable. So
what should a woman look for when she's wanting to build that banking history and looking for a bank, looking for a financial institution? Yeah. What are some of the things she should look out for when approaching them? Because you've been in the industry, you know all the tricks.
Yes, and I was actually starting from the beginning, because once you then make sure that your business is every sale, everything is recorded in your bank statements from the beginning, then you're able to approach a bank. But when you're looking for a bank, then the best bank to look for is the one that is focused on giving women a good solution. I think there are a couple of banks doing that in the industry right now.
Yes.
Maybe what is it called? Accessible collateral, because a lot of women don't have all this hard and fast collateral that the men have.
Yes.
So it's good to have a bank that can give you that flexibility, mm-hmm. and also that can give you unbiased financial decision, that it can appraise your loan knowing that you're a woman. So most of the banks will go out of their way to look for funds, maybe from the World Bank or from African Development Bank and those kind of banks, to be able to give the women at a lower interest rates and with a little less collateral and just little less relaxed rules. But I always tell women that it's a bank, so they want to make sure that you can pay the loan. So you're not going there to get money because you're a woman. You're going to get money because you've put your books in order. Everything is running in order. All the sales are going through the bank account, whether you're removing them the next day or not, but it has to go through the banking system. So it's just making yourself bankable from the word go.
Marianne, mm-hmm. I really want to unpack one or two things. And one of them is, before you become an entrepreneur, we're hoping that you're in employment, you're receiving money somehow, you're paying bills somehow. You are in a financial institution. Your money is going through a financial institution in a private capacity. How important is it to alert that financial institution of your intention, right, to go into business, to be an entrepreneur, or even to have the money that's coming in and out, for them to know that, I have a business, right? Some of this money, in addition to, what's coming in from employment, is also being supplemented by my bakery, or by my clothing brand, or by my, second-hand car lot that I'm selling, etc., so that they can help you then become more feasible, can make it more feasible for you to then get funding and access, and then transfer now into a proper business account later. How important is that, and what do they need to know?
Oh, that is very, very, very important. I champion for having a good relationship with your bank, that from the beginning your bank knows your plans and what you intend to do, so it's then easy for your relationship manager or your I don't know what they call them nowadays, to be able to walk you through the journey.
Yes.
But the most important thing is also to register the business. If you're in employment, register it, and then start banking the money in the business account so that you start building your history from there. But it's very important to have that good, close relationship with your bank. I always talk about non-financial value. Instead of offering just your client financial value, give them non-financial value. Walk with them through the journey. Go to their businesses. See what they're doing. Help them to grow then along the way. And that is, I think, what we are doing at Global Women Connections. Just being able to work with our clients from the beginning and as they grow up to global stage. But that starts from the word go. That you know what your business is, what your customer is doing, where they are, and even your banker knows you every step of the way.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Pat, let me try to understand Kayana and the concept and how it ties into entrepreneurship, and at what level of entrepreneurs are networking within Kayana.
Okay, so in Kayana, we focus on entrepreneurs who are basically ideation to startup stage. Yeah, so that would be really an idea that lays latent in a woman's head. Now, the reason why this is such an important stage is because women tend to overthink a lot of things. They want to come to market when everything is 100% ready. And what we do at Kayana is we take them through what is a concept that I learned when I was at Babson College, which is entrepreneurial thought to action, which is really having the design. I'm going to just read it out of my book, right?
Yes, please read it. It's your book.
So it's so entrepreneurial thought to action is really something that is patented by Babson College, and it is 7 steps to bringing your product to market. And I talk about it in page 66 of the book. This can be done in 7 steps. Have a desire to fill a need, which is really what business is about, right? And then start with what you have. And then next, pay only for what you can afford, right? And then involve others in your journey, community. We talk a lot about that. And then you finally just start. And you start when you're like 60% ready, right? Build on what you learn, which is known as iteration, because the market will tell you what you need to do to improve the product that you're bringing to market. And then lastly, be honest with your feedback. This is not a fairy tale when you're running a business. It's like real life. The responses that you're going to get from your customers, you really need to take that into consideration to build a product that is really meaningful and something that they're willing to pay top dollar for. And that's really what at the end of the day Kayana does. We dream with you, then we do the work in the business, and then of course we grow the business, right? So we have a wide array, of course, of entrepreneurs that then join the network from in various stages of business. And once you come in and become a member, we then tend to, to kind of like drive you into the areas where you need to focus in order to move from one stage to the other. So we do that through capacity building. Of course, we talked about building community and building deep collaborations with other businesses, other institutions that are there to support women, like GWC, who's also a member of Kayana.
Yes.
Trust is a major factor for women. How are these women secure in the fact that my idea is not going to be stolen? They know more than me. They can take my idea, they have the capital, they can run with it. How can you sort of lay these fears to rest and say, okay, no, we are here to guide you and support you and mentor you? What are the frameworks in place, to ensure that in these networking, of course, it can't be 100% proof, right? In these, people won't be like, I'm just here to listen to what people have because, I'm in a better situation, maybe financially or resourcefully than they are, and then I can just run with this. What are the securities in place?
So a good idea is not only going to land in your brain. Anybody who's intelligent enough will look and see opportunities. That's the reality of life, right? But how many of us are acting on these good ideas? And that's where the challenge begins to come into play. For example, a field in which I was in that was such a low barrier of entry is in events. I run a corporate event business, conferencing in a box. A dime a dozen. Somebody plans a wedding and opens an events company. Mm-hmm. That is just the nature of how it is. So you're not going to keep your idea hidden and expect miraculously for people to know what it is you're doing. So you have to get over that,
yes.
Right? You have to bring ideas, you have to bring them to market. What you do is add your special touch into the business, right? And then deliver with excellence. This is the journey where we have now the drop-offs, because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to bring a really credible product into market and take responsibility. Take responsibility when things are not working. Come back, keep building. And that's where the challenge of entrepreneurship is. Otherwise, all of us would jump into this thing if it was as easy as it was. So the first thing is remove the myth. If people will steal, and I take that with a pinch of salt because ideas are all there, but how many of us are acting on it? Get over that. Bring your unique flavor into that solution that you're building, and then bring it to market with excellence. And that's what we talk about and we preach at Kayana.